Hey there everyone, this is LifeRake. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3. Today we are going to continue exploration of the first floor. But before we do, we're going to do some shopping. This is going to be a potentially short one, so strap in. Let's go in here. She's going to tell us about the Etrian thread. After you complete the first mission, you get access to this lovely item called the Etrian thread. If you are not using a farmer with 2 markets, then you kind of need these. These are one of the most important items in the game, and if you don't have them, you're just not playing the game right. But no. There's people who do this without using Etrian threads. It's just... Etrian threads save you the trip of walking all the way back, allows you to extend further, and allows you to do more stuff in general. So getting an Etrian thread is a good idea. However, I have 2 markets on Vincent, so I don't necessarily have to worry about buying them. I can use the freebies that I find in the labyrinth, in case Vincent dies. So because I'm a total cheapskate and don't like spending money, let's go sell stuff instead. This is going to give us access to a new spear that we're not going to buy. This is going to give us access to tents, which we won't need for a while because we got 3 of them already. Makiris are useless, essentially. Unless you're using a ninja, then you kind of need that. Strap shoes are not worth the purchase, neither is Scale Jerkin. The rest of this is items that we want, so we leave. As before, I find a guard and some trees and off on a path, and he's like, "Oh man, you accomplished the thing, have some hammers." The hammer system is essentially you can forge your weapons that have slots on them with hammers, and well, the best way I can describe them to you is that Zara already has an item with one of those slots that has already been filled with tech. You can't remove it if the item comes with it, but essentially you would apply that to empty slots. I don't know if I actually have a weapon with an empty slot in it, though. I don't think any of the starting weapons do. So just know that you can forge your weapons. We got the... I don't remember which ones we got, but thankfully the items menu will save me. We got the attack hammer, the guard hammer, and the flash hammer. This is going to be an this is going to be an attack hammer. It gives additional attack to your weapon by 5%, I think. Guard hammer adds vitality, and flash hammer adds blind. So, the hammers all have their uses. You won't see me forging that often. When I do forge, it's for a specific purpose. So, just note that forging does exist, and though it is usually very helpful on any playthrough, I'm probably not going to abuse it as much, probably because I just don't have the patience to either grind for the items to use it, or just to bother going into the menu in the first place. I'm going to start off going south, because there's a lot of things to do going south off in this part of the labyrinth. It goes off this way, and we have encountered a moon door. I usually just mark doors and put memos on them stating what type of door they are. Some people use paint colors, some people use other types of symbols to represent that the moon door is here. Just note that you essentially can't get through here because it's locked, and that this moon symbol is how you remember that this door is locked in the first place. Go through this shortcut here, don't take a quick sidestep, because the monsters on this side are more friendly than the ones on the other side. And after taking no damage and gaining a little bit of experience and a sharp tooth, we can continue on. Going around this bend, we find some more blue flowers. We can't actually get there today. When I said the rest of the first floor, I didn't mean like the entirety of the first floor. You can't access all of the first floor at once, as you saw previously through the moon door. So, we're going to be exploring a good chunk of the first floor today. At least what we can access. This shortcut leads on. You can actually go through this one, and it's going to lead to an area with the stairs down to the 2nd floor. I was going to abuse the stairs in order to reset the encounter rate, but unfortunately my luck didn't hold, and we have to fight this guy now. So we'll just set up like so, and we should be honky-dory. Attack somebody in the back line, very good, very nice. Do this again. And I think we won. For some reason, Lynx is not liking my back row characters. Usually that's not the case, but oh well, he's allowed to dislike what he wants. I guess we'll go down these stairs later. Actually, I think I'll go down them now. Going down these stairs will give me access to the second floor quest, even though I haven't actually started on it. But having access to those quests is a nice thing. Every time you arrive on a new floor, there's a few things that happen. First of all, the people in the bar are going to change around. So make sure you visit Scavenger Toma every floor if you want to learn about conditional drops or ways to beat enemies. And the other people I'm sure have useful information too, but I know Scavenger Toma is the most useful. So be sure to do that. In addition, you get new quests every floor, and if you do them as they come, the quests are a lot more reasonable, give you rewards appropriate for where you are, and give you experience appropriate to where you are. So try not to fall behind on that either. This is another chop point we can't use. Preemptive strike on a Lynx. Okay, cool. We know we can one-turn kill this guy without Claw Slash just by attacking with everybody and using Firestar. So this should be a one-turn kill. This is. Triumphant Cry is going to be healing Zera slowly, so that's why I'm not really concerned with healing her. Passive healing on the Prince and Princess are really, really good. And we come north. I'm gonna go this way first, because this way leads to treasure boxes, and I know it leads to treasure boxes because I've been here before. It's gonna lead to a door with a small room. Okay, 3 deadly durians. Bleh. I'm gonna do attack, 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 attack. I think we're gonna go ahead and use the charge tactic and use Ice Star on one of them as well, just to make this fight that little bit faster. I don't think Zera actually gets the boost from charge tactic. I might be wrong, she probably does. I'm pretty sure, no, yeah, it's an offense boost, so everybody gets the boost from charge tactic. Vitally important to know, is that it increases both elemental attack and regular attack. Actually, I can test whether charge tactic affected it or not the next time we run into a deadly durian. Okay, so we can test to see if charge tactic actually did anything. After charge tactic last time we did 55. So let's see if it changes this time around. 44. So yes, charge tactic gives a 20% boost. Instead of doing 44, we got 55, which is 20% more than 44. So there we go, we know how much charge tactic is now. We don't have to do all, it's not that complicated to do the maths. The maths aren't that hard. Alright, let's continue in through here. We saw these blue flowers. Gonna take us into a small room. Oops. Gonna happen quite often. And our prizes are, I think, a Brevant and Feather Armor. I don't remember. Brevant, yes. Feather Armor, yes. Oh man, I don't know why I memorized what's in these boxes. It's just useful to know what they are. Feather Armor for the person who needs to stay alive the most. Move on. Alright, essentially by mapping ahead, we're gonna first use the draw distance to see that this goes 4 tiles forward. Like so. We can then fill in the rest of this map with the information we now have. If you look at it closely enough, you see that it does indeed turn right. Even though we can't see the dead end there, we can assume it's there because there was a room behind there, so we need to know that. So we can assume it did a full turn. Now that we know we did that, we can completely fill in the rest of this just by filling in the remaining space. And you can do this for a lot of Etrian Odysseys and a lot of different situations. It allows you to complete the map even though you haven't been to a place before, which is technically very useful. So use the formatting of the map. The map is always going to try to take as much space as possible. So if you have that in mind, you can fill in spaces without ever having to go down them. And you will usually be right if you use your deductive reasoning correctly. Now, remember in the previous episode, I said there was a trap on this floor. This is that trap, not the Lynx, but the space that we're on. Alright, now this is the trap. We can encounter this event and not trigger the trap, so we're going to do that. We're going to see a small yellowish sprouts at the root of luxuriant trees. The sprouts look as though they might be edible. Will you muster the courage to pick one and eat it? No. Careless things can lead to death. No, this actually wouldn't kill you, but it will hurt you. Okay, now that I'm done going through the floor and just walking on every tile, let's go ahead and sell stuff. Leandra had the unfortunate fortune of dying, so she's going to start falling behind, but that's okay. You can sell off this great amount of stuff that I've gotten just by murdering everything as I was walking around the floor. Gives us quite the bit of pocket change. We can go revive Leandra in the inn. If Vincent had Slapwick available to him, I would use it, but he's one skill point away from doing that. I've allocated skill points. Kira, it has higher form key. Amina has higher shield mastery. Zara has dark ether. Vincent, it has the 5th level in camp mastery, so he's gonna get Slapwick next level. But that pretty much summarizes this episode. Time on Etrian Odyssey 3, we're going to begin exploration of the Inver Port and the Arm Road in the sea that surrounds Arm Road. I'm going to see you guys then. Goodbye.